Even the most minor infractions may result in terrible punishments which ranged from grisly deaths to countless hours of hard labor. Have you ever thought about the types of offenses that could result in such severe punishments? So let's take a trip through time and learn about the gruesome world of the ancient Egyptian court system, shall we? Theft of public property was regarded as a serious offense in ancient Egypt, and the severity of the crime increased when the thing taken had considerable religious or cultural significance. The Egyptians held the belief that stealing from public property was analogous to stealing from the gods, and as a result it was considered a terrible crime that required harsh punishment. If an individual was found guilty of stealing from public property, the penalty may sometimes be as much as 180 times the value of the items that were taken. The accused person would typically get a public hand-to-hand beating of 100 strokes as a form of punishment after they admitted their guilt, after which they would be required to restore the stolen items. If the accused was found to be in possession of a particularly valuable stolen object, there was a possibility that they would be cast into a river and eaten by crocodiles. The entirety of the sentence would be carried out in public as a deterrent to anyone who might be tempted to commit an offense comparable to the one being punished. In certain instances, the punishment consisted of severing the hands of the offender or striking them with a 100 blows if the MMY was left in its original state to ensure the safety of the tombs of the pharaoh. Specific rules were enacted, and any who were found in violation of these laws were subject to severe punishments. Theft from a temple resulted in a severe punishment, including 100 strokes to the head and a fine that was 100 times the standard amount. This punishment applied regardless of whether the item stolen was an artifact or an animal. Even those who moved more slowly than expected to solve the problems, such as judges who did not provide justice in a timely manner, were not exempt from being punished. In one instance, the judge of the city of Matra was given 100 strikes, demoted, and then assigned to work as a horticulture agent after being removed from his job. Adultery and punishments. Adultery was considered a major sin in ancient Egypt, and as a result those found guilty of the crime were put to death. This was done in an effort to stop the spread of this immoral act. According to the teachings of PRUEBA, every year 1 men pass away just because they are hopelessly smitten with women. Adultery with a married woman was deemed a serious crime that warranted the death penalty because of the potential for it to lead to further transgressions. In the event that a married woman committed a crime, her husband was given the option of either punishing her, forgiving her, or taking the matter before the legal system. Adultery was considered to be primarily the responsibility of the woman by the Egyptians, and as a result women were put to death while men were given a considerably more lenient sentence of